Have you ever had one of those moments where you feel like you found the unsolvable problem? Or let's go in a little bit darker area. Have you ever felt that your back's up against the wall and you're out of solutions and the problems are just like zombies chasing you in the front of you and you're like, I got nowhere to go. This is the end. Problems are these kind of curse for men because we are naturally wired to help other people solve their problem. It's usually the worst character trait that shows up in marriage. But yet when we try to reflect it inward, it becomes almost this impossible thing that we can't actually, in some cases, see the solution that we're trying to find. But the oddest part of this paradox is every problem has a solution. Even mathematical problems, if we were to go to very scientific, even universal problems related to physics, just because we don't know the solution yet, it has a solution. It's just we haven't yet discovered it. The same thing applies to yourself in the corner, a problem at work, whatever it is that you may be struggling with. That is what we're talking about today. And what I want to tell you what I had wrong, because that person I described was me. I felt so overwhelmed by the problems in my life, even though I was naturally looking for problems to solve. It was almost, if I exponentially can help other people solve their problems, then maybe my problems will automatically go away. Now, there is some truth to that, but it often never leads into a direction that you want it to. And so what I want to share with you are some tactics to help find solutions. One is you need to know people. Now, that sounds really super simple and maybe even cliche, but the reason why men get it wrong on tribes and having friendships and that we were never wired to do life alone, the reason why that is so much BS is because the wider we know, the more people we know in richer areas of life, from not just wealth, but actually wisdom, from people in all different categories of life, car mechanics, people in sales, people that do all different kind of things, people in healthcare, all of those things. The more people you know, the more diverse group of people that you know, the more capability you have when you have a problem. Because the solution comes down to every problem has a solution. You just need to know the person that knows it. Because almost every problem that we deal with on a daily basis in life has already been solved. It's already been solved. But yet we don't know the person that solved it is the problem. And because we don't naturally have a strong muscle of reaching out and asking for help, and we're told by the world that men are not allowed to go out into the world and ask for help, that version of ourselves isn't allowed to be activated, creates this closed off room where we're trying to find solutions to problems we don't have a wide enough view on, that we're literally constricted by how we think and set up our life, that we don't know enough people to solve our problems. This is one of the crux of almost being a man in 2021, because problems are all over the place in our life and they can feel overwhelming. But the question is, how do we cultivate and get into a point where we can find the solutions to the problems we had on an everyday basis? It comes down to finding people to talk to. That the more people that you know, the more people become your think tank. And maybe you don't know someone that knows the solution, but I bet you know someone that knows someone that knows the solution. But if you're not actively investing in friendships, relationships, and partnerships in business, you're not going to have enough people to help correlate and think tank your way through whatever problem life gives you. Whether that be losing your job, whether that be not having enough money, whatever it may be, people already out there have solved it. So we need a wider network. We need to invest in networking on a daily basis because there are problems in our future we don't yet know we need solutions for. There are problems in our future we don't even know we're going to have, which is why every single day we need to be investing in knowing more people. There is a phrase that I love repeating on different podcasts that I go on, that proportionally, the amount of opportunity you have in life, and you could also replace that with the amount of solutions you have to life's problems, is directly proportional to the amount of people that you are talking to daily. You want more opportunity in your life? Find more people to talk to. You want more solutions to problems in your life, either now or in the future? talk to more people. Proportionally, you talk to more people, you're going to have more solutions and more opportunity. And damn if that's not what really holds us back in 2021, is not having enough solutions to our problem. This podcast even being an example of how many people that this is the solution to their problem, yet don't know it exists. If you've been listening to the podcast for a long time, maybe today the action that you take is sharing this podcast with a friend to make sure that they know that this solution and all the different conversations we've had on this and topics are something that they incorporate in their life, and they bring those solutions to their life. And I'll be back again with you guys on Monday.